Hi, my name is Aniket Dasgupta and today I'm reviewing the film Interstellar. I've been waiting for November 7, 2014 for a while now, but I actually watched the movie on November 8, 2014 because I couldn't get tickets on the first day. So I'm pretty much sure that this review is not going to make a difference to how much this movie makes in the box office, but as a fanboy, I have to do this. The movie is freaking brilliant. It's insane. The contents of the film are staple Doctor Who and Twilight Zone stuff. I mean, there's nothing new that a devout science fiction guy or girl wouldn't find in this movie, but how it's all shown on screen is what makes it all different. The movie is set in a post-apocalyptic future, but the exact time period is not defined in the film. But we are guessing it's happening somewhere 50 years from today. It's in a time when science and technology isn't as important as it used to be. This is Nolan's best film yet. It's brilliant, and he's drawn inspiration from a ton of films before. The obvious references are obviously 2001: Space Odyssey and Blade Runner, Metropolis, Grapes of Wrath even for the first half of the film. Apart from the famous inspirations, the film has also been influenced by films like 2010, which was the follow-up to 2001, and also The Right Stuff, which is another 1980s space movie. The astronaut suits is just the same. Most of the film is based on some solid science. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff where the director and the writer have taken creative liberties, but most of it has been based on solid science, and the reason for that is Kip Thorne is the great theoretical physicist, is an executive producer of the film. So this film is sort of a nice mixture of that creative freedom that a director and writer should take when making a movie, because after all it's a movie, it's an experience that you're selling, and also sort of base it in reality. Most of Interstellar is based in reality, and the space that we see looks like it has been lived in, sort of like the Star Wars thing. Like, it's grungy, it's got tactile switches, it's not all, screens everywhere which you can just like feel and all of that. It's still based in today's technology. The film stars Matthew McConaughey as Cooper, who is today a farmer but used to be a NASA test pilot, but since the world has changed, his occupation has as well. It stars Anne Hathaway as Dr. Amelia Brand, who is an astronaut and scientist, because it's a Hollywood movie, they just put those things together. And it stars Michael Caine, who is Christopher Nolan's favorite actor on this planet, because he's been in almost every big Christopher Nolan film, coming to think of it. I wish Morgan Freeman was in this film. He would have made an awesome god. Spoiler! Not. Interstellar has changed the way we look at filmmaking, and it has done that while sticking to traditional film stock instead of digital footage. It's shot by Hoyt, I don't know how to say his name. It's shot by Hoyt van Hoytema. I don't know really how you can pronounce his name right in the first attempt. Who's also shot Spike Jonze's Her before this, and a ton of other brilliant films. There are a lot of things that Nolan has done in the film which is not considered traditional in today's sense. For example, he's minimized the use of green screens in the film. Most of what you see is all of the actors acting in front of a digitally projected screen. And that is sort of weird in today's world, because you have movies like Avengers and X-Men and all of that, which is all shot right in front of green screens, where actors just act without knowing what's around them. Nolan, on the other hand, wants to shoot in real locations. So a lot of what you see in the film has been shot in Iceland and in some places in Canada. And if you can, please watch this in IMAX, because this man takes IMAX, which used to be an amusement park technology, and gives life to it in traditional filmmaking. It's just brilliant. Hans Zimmer, he's the other Nolan favorite who returns to this film, and knowing Nolan and Hans Zimmer, they always create soundtracks which become sort of the soundtracks of all the other films of that particular era. With Inception, with Dark Knight Rises, all of them, they have done that. I mean, you don't believe me? That bloody foghorn from Inception is there in every single movie after Inception was made. In this film, Hans Zimmer takes a whole new direction. His music doesn't sound like anything we've heard from him before. It goes perfectly with the movie. Sometimes it's really haunting, sometimes it's really scary, but I guess that's what music is supposed to do to you. We all go and watch films, like I go and watch Avengers, I go and watch Pacific Rim, But the amount of discussion you can have post film about that is only that much, because it's based in a comic universe, or it's based in something so unreal that would probably never happen. But with a Nolan film, even when he's making a comic book movie like Batman or whatever other comic book movie he will make in the future, if DC continues to get films made by him, he sort of bases them in reality. There are points where you identify, where there are technologies and real world stuff that you identify with in the film itself. In conclusion, Interstellar is a brilliant film, and you'll probably watch it even if I say you shouldn't watch it. So I can't rate the film, but I have to. I'm going to give it 4.5 on 5. I want to give it a whole 5, but then it would become the best film the world has ever made. But I can't do that. So maybe in the future, like how they consider 2001: A Space Odyssey to be the greatest film ever, maybe in the future when I'm 150 years old, I will say this is the greatest film ever made.